Hello everyone, this is Wayan here. This time in this video, I'm going to share with you about my DIY project in Southlink. I'm going to share regarding the lighting part, okay, including the installation by the installer and installation of lighting by myself. Of course, the one that I install myself doesn't involve drilling, no hacking, okay, because for my one is quite simple. Okay, from my experience from this project, right, the thing that you will really need if you are working on a condominium or service residence unit, right, what you will need is actually an electrical wiring diagram. Because from what I experienced previously when I was doing my planning in the apps, right, I'm using an apps to plan my lighting, everything, my furniture. Okay, when I was doing my planning that time, I just place any lightings that I like, you know, on the place that I want. I didn't really go and consider, okay, whether this is the point or not. I'm not aware of that, okay, because I thought, okay, as long as you have the point, then you can have your lighting anywhere you want, right? When I started my renovation, okay, the first thing when I let my contractor know, I said I want to install this, then he was like, he's a bit stunned already, because those installation that he had previously, most of it they use surface downlight. Okay, well for me I use track light, then I use pendant light, I use wall light. Then he said a bit complicated. Okay, then after some discussion with him, okay, then only I realized you really need the electrical wiring diagram. Why? Because you need to know where the conduit pipes run, because that's where the wiring all concealed inside. You need to know ceiling is a concrete, okay, unless you say, okay, I'm going to do plaster shielding. Then if plaster shielding, you don't have to worry anything, because plaster shielding, you can have the wiring run anywhere you want. Okay, you want to install here, there, anywhere you like. Okay, because it's plaster shielding, all the wiring will be concealed on top of the plaster shielding. Okay, but if let's say you don't plan to do any plaster shielding, right? Okay, then this wiring diagram is a must. Okay, because you need to know where the conduit pipe is. Okay, you need to know where is the wiring they will go. Because if let's say you were to install, let's say your point is this side, the conduit is here, but you plan to install at the opposite side, right? That means you will need to do a lot of hacking, because they need to add the point and then they need to hack all the way to the place that you want. My unit also involves quite a number of hacking okay, so I'll show you why, and I'll show you where I hack, and also I'll show you the costing. Okay, let's go, let's see. Okay, if you refer to my electrical wiring diagram, right, so you will need to see where is the DB box. This is DB box, and also how does the conduit pipe runs. Okay, so according to my diagram, right, okay, my pipe actually is this side. It's all this side, all back to the DB. So that is why if you were to do renovation at this part, it's easier. Okay, because previously my first planning, my planning was to have a projector screen at this side. Okay, so if I were to have it here and I will need to install the plug here, right, so that will not be so convenient according to my electrical contractor okay, but luckily before my renovation started, I've already planned to have it at this side of the wall. This is the first point at the foyer, which I actually use it for CCTV purpose. So this is actually a CCTV, but this CCTV, it has lighting function as well. Second one, kitchen. This is original point. This is third point, original. And at this side, the fan is original, and beside of the fan, it has another 2 points. So altogether, this one row is 3 points, and then the last one is at the balcony. So all together is 7 points. Okay. If you ask me how come I do not count the 2 points at the bathroom? Well, that's because the bathroom, it doesn't come with any original point, because the bathroom, as you can see, is a plaster shielding. Okay, like I said, plaster shielding, right, for the points is actually quite flexible. Now let me show you how do I modify my points and what are the additional points that I had add. Okay, so the foyer and the kitchen is actually original, while the bathroom one actually added 2 points. One is a pendant light, another one is the eyeball. This is called eyeball. This is an eyeball, it's an eyeball downlight. Okay, and this is 1 point, original point. Okay, this one also original. Okay, but I added this one and the wall light over here. Okay, while at the bedroom area, I added this one and this one. So you can see I actually have additional points, 4 points, plus a additional plug here for the projector. And also I changed the socket. Originally it was like normal socket, so I added I changed the socket into a USB type. Okay, so what are the lightings that I DIY myself? This is one of the strip light that I DIY myself, which doesn't involve the installer. My contractor doesn't help me to install this. Okay, I actually use the nano tape to paste this LED strip. This is actually this is the neon type neon type strip light. So you can see it doesn't have the spots because normal LED, right? Because LED is like one dot, right? So you will see when it shine out, you will see dot. So this is actually neon type. It doesn't have the spot. The other one, which is my bedroom, the one above the batten wall, which is this one that comes with a motion sensor. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this one is actually a normal LED light, but I enclose it with the casing. Why do I enclose it with casing? Because you will have dust and dirt, right? Okay, but if it gets into the LED, I afraid that it might spoil the LED in the long run. So that's why I enclose it with the LED casing. You can see if I would like to change the strip, right, I can actually do it by removing the casing cover. Okay, this type is the one that I mentioned. This is not the neon type. That's why the LED lights, right, when they shine out without the casing, you will actually see dot. You actually see one dot. About this strip light, right? Okay, strip light. Why the strip light is keep on and off, because I switched the thing to a day mode. So when daytime, when there's motion, then they will open up lah. So normally this strip light, they will open for about 25 seconds. Okay, after that they will switch off. So when there's movement, okay, you can see there's movement, then they will turn on. Okay, so regarding how I install this, right, actually it doesn't require no nailing, no drilling. Okay, what I do is because I've already installed this, right, okay, actually I installed another one here, a small piece of wood here. This is a small piece of wood. Okay, this one is to support the casing. This is the aluminium casing. Okay, to support the casing. Okay, after I install the casing, then only I install this piece. Then why I install the aluminium casing, right? Because the aluminium casing it's 90 degree. Okay, it's 90 degree. So when I install like this, the position of the LED strip, it will be positioned 49 degree, something like this. It will stand like this. So when it stands like this, right, it will actually create a wall wash effect. Okay, because when it shines on the wall, there's a reflection. So this is what I want. It's called wall wash. Okay, it will make the thing looks like very grand, like very expensive. That's what I think. Okay, so if you don't install, the LED strip, it will be like this. It will like stay here. But if I install that, it will become 45 degrees. Okay, I actually tried another way, which is to face outside. Like this is the LED light, the face outside here. But if you face outside, right, you will see the dot. They will have the dot here. So that's why it's not so nice. That's why I install this LED casing, so that the position of the LED strip light is at 45 degree, and then it can create this wall wash effect. For this type of LED lightings that actually use a USB to connect, right, according to the seller, this type, like my one is actually 3 meter long. So for this type, right, the maximum that they can support, this one USB can support is actually 5 meter. At first I also plan to do it for the divan. If you put it at the bottom, then it will look like the divan is like floating. It looks better. But then after that, I thought of it because I need to conceal the wiring. Okay, it's not so convenient to conceal the wiring. Like this one, I have the MDF board. I can actually conceal it. But if I were to run the wiring across the divan, right, I will need to hide it somewhere here so that it can reach the socket. So it's not so convenient also to conceal the wiring. So that's why I did not proceed with the idea lah.